Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm the UK Master Trainer for Kaiser, and today we're back here at Everyone Active, and I'm going to be talking you through FTP, or Functional Threshold Power. Functional Threshold Power is widely accepted as the most amount of power that you can hold over 60 minutes, but fear not, we're only going to run through a 5-minute version of that test today. Functional threshold power is important because it enables you to have a baseline for where your power output is right now, and there's lots of things that we can do to, over time, improve that and make sure your overall power output gets higher. When we're talking about power with indoor cycling, we're talking about gear and speed together. The higher both those things are, the more powerful you are. Really, really important to say that it is going to be the amount of gear you can hold, not the amount of speed that you can improve, that's going to be the main difference in making you become more powerful and improving your RPM. So the focus here is on gear and how much power we can really hold during this test. Let's jump right to it. So all that you're going to do first of all is open up your Kaiser M Series app. When you tap on it, it will bring up your bike number. Go right ahead and do that. Then it's going to give you the option for what type of Kaiser equipment you are on. You will be riding the M3i, so you press M3i. It's then going to give you the option for free ride, FTP or guided session. We're going to go right ahead and tap FTP. What that will happen then is it will bring you into the first part of the warm-up for your FTP. Phase 1 of your warm-up, 5 minutes. So we're going to go right ahead, tap the screen, and your 5 minutes for your first warm-up phase will have started. The warm-up phases are really, really simple. All I need you to be in right now is pedaling at 80 to 90 RPM, ensuring your watt, which is just under the speed on the bike, reads anywhere between 70 and 120 watts. We don't need anything more than that. We just need a light amount of resistance here. If you work off heart rate, making sure your heart rate stays around 60 to 70% of max heart rate. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to hold 80 to 90 for 5 minutes here. So we finished our first part of our warm-up, phase 1. We're going to move right into phase 2 of our warm-up. So we don't necessarily need to increase any wattage or any power here. What we're going to do now is play with our speed. So we're going to increase our speed to 100 RPM for 1 minute. Then we're going to pull it right back to 90 RPM for 1 minute. We go again at 100 RPM. We pull back to 90 RPM. One more time at 100 RPM. And then we're pulling back to 90 RPM. And you're going to hold that for 5 minutes. So we're going to hit 3 times in that 100 RPM zone. Heart rate is going to be around 75 to 80% of max heart rate. So just getting slightly warmer, slightly more breathless, and ready to hit the main section of this FTP, which is the test. So warm-up phase 1 done, warm-up phase 2 done. Now we're going to hit the test. So to find your functional threshold power, I need you to find a gear that you're going to find challenging, not impossible, and that's a really important difference. FTP should be challenging. You should definitely feel that you're actively having to concentrate to push gear, but it needs to be sustainable, and that's the word I really want you to think about. Holding a gear that's challenging yet sustainable. Definitely I need minute 4 and 5 to be much harder than minute 1, and it's really important to find a gear that you can push and you're not exhausted by 30 seconds into the test. So once you've found a gear that's going to challenge you, hold it between 80 and 90 on your RPM and pedal as smoothly and as comfortably as you can, keeping your pedal strokes nice and even, focusing on making 2 parallel circles with your legs. And we're just riding here for 80 to 90, trying not to take recoveries, so trying not to sort of push back, try and keep it a sustained effort as you can. And this will feel challenging. By the end of minute 3, minute 4, you'll definitely be waiting for the end of minute 5. And that's all we're going to be here. 80 to 90 RPM, 5 minutes pedaling, heart rate above around 85% of max heart rate. That's your FTP test. So we've done our FTP, we've got our number, we know what it is, we've got our baseline, our target for improvement. Well done for completing the test, first of all. and I'm excited to see where you can go with that power. We can't just leave you without any form of cool down. So stay on the bike, and then all I need you to do is stay back on that bike for just another 10 minutes or so. Take your watts down to below 100 and just pedal anywhere between 70 and 80, letting that heart rate come down, 60, 65% max heart rate, something like that. Feeling comfortable, letting your body return to near a pre-exercise state, and riding out until the finish. Hope that all makes sense. Look forward to seeing what you guys can do, and ensure that you retest your FTP every 5 to 6 weeks to ensure you see some really tangible progress.